Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Matthew Boyd. What's the word on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. And the home opener is underway.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that one for strike two.
That's ball two.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. On the ground to third. Bregman to first. One pitch and one out. So now with one away and a man at second. Here's Kyle Tucker. Outside low. Ball one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Happ takes it in for the out. Two away now. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Nope, outside. Ball, that pitch is out.
Runner at second, two down. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting to start for Baltimore, Zach Eflin. What should we keep an eye on here? Leading off, Crow Armstrong. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Out towards right center field. O'Neill on his horse. And there's one down. Now, Michael Busch. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
The 1-0. Hammer, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. And Happ up to hit. Tap foul at the plate.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ground ball to the right side. Alonso to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
Hey.
Strike two.
Ball, that's out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here is Taylor Ward. He was late there. Strike one. Ward batting sixth in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and there's two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Blaze Alexander in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one hit the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's Alex Bregman.
Ball, that's just out.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that's going to get into the corner. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second safely. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Michael Conforto will climb in. To the right side. The tag, and he's out. Dansby Swanson stands in. The Cubs looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Up the middle, Alexander sends it to first, and that is that. Top half of the third inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1.
Hey! Nope.
Fouled off down the right side. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's Adley Rutschman singing that Orioles gave him the largest signing bonus ever. More than $8 million, and you can see why. This guy just oozes with talent.
Yeah, Boog, and if it wasn't for a strained triceps injury, I believe Adley would have been on the Orioles opening day roster in 2022. The moment he was healthy enough, the Orioles called him up, and the rest is history.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. That's outside.
That's off the plate.
Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Led off this game with a double. Top of the 3rd, no score.
Ball 1.
Line drive to short and caught. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Nico Warner. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. That's one of those things where as a hitter you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop it.
Horner on the go. Crow Armstrong at the plate now, and that's strike 1. This one in the air, center field. Cowser gets there. He's under it. 1 away. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One and 2 here. High fly ball out towards left field. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at 3rd.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at-bat. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. This ball's chopped to the ground. 2 on, 1 out. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to 3rd. No, he held up. The 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Missed with a changeup. Full count now. The Cubbies with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. Swings and misses, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. So digging in, Ian Happ. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Happ lays off.
Ball one.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Battling here as he fouls it away. Second and third, 2 down. On the ground to the left. Slides for the stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. Here at Wrigley Field, here's Pete Alonso.
Number 25, Pete Alonso.
Outside with a breaking ball. And the 1-0. That one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. He goes down looking. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1. Outfield playing straight up now.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Pulls it in on the run. And that quickly 2 away. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1. To third, Bregman. Slings it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the inning. Here's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Outside. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
1 up, 1 down. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Grounded out his first time up. Yeah, that's fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a bouncer. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Swanson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Grounder might be 2. Westberg tossed to second, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. Back here at the friendly confines, digging in, Colton Cowser. Just missed.
You know, these Orioles, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Just missed. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He was all over that one. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Ward batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swings through that.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And there's one away. Go ahead run on base. Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. His first at bat was a strikeout. Foul ball there. On the ground to third, might be 2. Bregman over to second. Roll bounces, and he can't pick it. They get just 1. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Went down on strikes his first time through. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Tap foul at the plate. On the ground, right side. Horner handles, throws to first, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Ball.
This one in the air, right field. And there's one down. So here's Horner now. Single to right in his first trip. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Now a quick throw to first. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
Ball, that's low. Hey.
On the ground, right side. Not in time.
He's in there. He's safe.
First and second, one out. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That's a base hit. Horner flies around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical. One for two.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-2 now. And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. Here comes the runner. In comes the run from second. And now a wide throw to third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make it.
So a lefty out of the pen. Dietrich ends.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's going to be Ian Happ. Happ in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. But no advance from the runners. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. And a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Little chopper rolls foul.
Ball 1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ward under it. He's got it, and the inning is over. Back here at Wrigley Field, now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. On the ground to third. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Into left center for a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Phil Maton gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And now Pete Alonso.
Ball, that's it.
That one out to right. Conforto should have this one. Brings it in. Out number 2. And into the box for Baltimore, Kyle Tucker.
What do you
Checks
got?
low to the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. The Cubs holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one outside. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Stays alive. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one not close. Ball 3. In the air, right field. Conforto on his way over. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. Stepping in, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki.
And what a great guy to be able to turn to off the bench, huh?
Now pitching for
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Rico Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one away. Swanson digs in. Swings over the top of that one. Strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Hey!
This one popped up. And that's the 3rd out. Here at Wrigley Field, here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. And that's fouled off. Late with the swing there.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Got it. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Caleb Fieldbar comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Slider for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That was pretty nasty. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch just misses. Out towards right center field. Suzuki settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Back here at the friendly confines, bottom of the 7th, Nico Horner will come up to hit. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Strike 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground, and that's just foul. 1-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. Inside.
Ball 1.
Ball 1. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Foul ball. Yoan. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And Schwarber strikes out. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the 8th. Blaze Alexander digs in now.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Hunter Harvey. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter, Jackson Holliday.
Nope, at the ball.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
In the air to left center. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Pitch
No,
misses,
that's down.
and it's 1-0. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a foul out of play. Man on second, 2 down. In there at the knees. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball, that's out.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Ball, down.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Next for the Cubs,
And now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 3.
Bregman.
Started
go.
after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. The 1-0. Slider right there. He swings and fouls one off.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. Grounds one to short. Henderson fires to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a ball popped up. Holiday under it. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the 9th, Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one fouled off. The 1-1. And that is out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And that's a strikeout looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Kyle Tucker, the next to hit for the Orioles. Outfield playing straight up now. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now at the plate, Jordan Westburg. Westburg in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. That's a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swings and misses. And the Orioles down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
Yep, that ball went out.
This one smoked on its way out of here. And just like that, they're within a run. So up next, Taylor Ward. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Ball, that's outside.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now. That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
There you go.
Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Swing and a miss, and it got him. That's the ball game.